Hello and welcome to the CCA Podcast for August 21st, 2009. This specific podcast will touch mainly on selection criteria and selection of athletes into teams going to major events. It has come to my attention that in some cases provincial coaches, personal coaches and athletes have a bit of problems getting their heads around the new selection policies that have been put in place since the spring of this year. I'll also touch about the new selection subcommittees that we've just received board approval to create, which will assist our national coaches to select the best possible team for the events that we've targeted. First off, however, I'd like to tip my hat to all the juniors that have just come back from Junior Road Worlds and Track Worlds in Moscow. These are, however, while we didn't get any podiums in the events that were there, we did get some very good performances from these juniors, and I would just like to tip my hat off to all of you that have invested time, money, and sweat equity on getting there and getting some good performances and experience from these World Championships. So hats off, and keep in mind you guys are our future. Moving right along with the selection criteria or policies, I'll revert back to the document. I've opened up a document which is the selection policy for Canadian road cycling teams. And what needs to be known, what has to be known about this specific policies and all the policies associated with all cycling sports is that they're built in the same manner, in the sense that there's two components: a general component, a part A and B, and afterwards there is a specific component, and the specific component is basically specific to all cycling sports. So moving along, you'll see that where the specificity of the criteria or policy lies is in the scheduling. So you have, in this case, we have 4 schedules: elite men, U23 men, elite women, and U19 men, or junior men and women. So there's a bit of a typo there. So basically we have these events that are targeted for all our different road categories. And if we scroll down, we have definitions, etc., etc. Again, this is all can be seen in all the different documents. They're just minor changes to make it more a better flow for each cycling sport, but in the general you have the same sense. Now, where you have starts getting more specific is when we come to the scheduling, and the scheduling is just down here. If we take, for instance, elite men's scheduling, these 2 events, the Pan American Championships and Road Worlds, are the events that we targeted for the elite men. Now, there's 2 steps in getting selected, getting to the Road World Championships, for instance. The first step is to be selected into the pool based on a certain set of criteria, and afterwards getting into the team. So so basically athletes that are admitted into the pool based on results and the criteria that lie in this document, those athletes can be selected into the team. Now, where one would see that the pool is more of objective view, you have this criteria that would select athletes into the pool. Following their admission into the pool, these athletes would afterwards be scrutinized by the national coach and in selecting the best team from the pool to compete at the World Championships. Now, when it comes to selection of these athletes from the pool into the team, the coach is required to base his recommendations to the points mentioned in 2.1, clause 2.1, from A to O in this case. The way it's built is that the coach can use these these points to recommend athletes so that we have the best possible team at the World Championships, and that is something that to my knowledge was not in place before, and it's giving more power to the coach to select the best possible team to get the best possible results at the World Championships. Our funding depends on it, and this is possibly the better way of looking at it. We want to make sure we have the best athletes at World Championships. So based on these set of criteria, the coach will afterwards have a sit-down conference call with myself, which will be newly formed selection committees. Now let's talking about the selection committees right now that are in place, that will be put in place. We've had board approval to actually be able to create some subcommittees from the High Performance Committee. High Performance Committee would select 2 committee members for each cycling sport. So again, if we look at the road, this High Performance Committee, based on a certain set of criteria, would select this preferably one male and one female committee member to sit in the conference or the selection calls with myself and the national coach to select the best possible athletes for a specific event. Now with 2 subcommittee members for each cycling sport, we will be using or picking the best, the most knowledgeable committee members for each selecting sport, which will be a lot more efficient way of functioning. Now, to finish off, I would just like to talk about the fact that we've received some comments regarding selections of athletes going to different world championships, and it will be the same case at the different games. Basically, what the new culture shift is going to be is, and what we're working on all the cycling sports, is that world championships and major games are there for performance reasons. We need to select our best athletes, as I said before, to get the best results possible at world championships. So while world championships are dedicated for our high performance athletes, and only athletes that we feel are ready to offer performances at these world championships, we do offer other opportunities, development opportunities for experience purpose, sometimes also high performance purposes and performance, but other opportunities like any World Cup in different programs, all European international races, North American international races, Pan American championships. These are all opportunities in our program to help bring some athletes that we feel are eventually going to be of the level to perform at the World Championships, but need the opportunities to develop themselves further. So these are put in place in our programs to do just that. Bottom line is, what we're looking at as World Championship, in the World Championships, is that athletes that are selected to do these events, World Championships, when they don the maple leaf on their backs, they should have the conviction that they have been selected because it is felt that the cycling community is backing them 100% to get some results. That is the reason why we want that culture shift, is so that athletes, when they are selected to do Worlds, is because we have confidence that they will get some results. World Championships is not for being pack fillers but to contribute to an overall result of a team. So that being said, that's basically the orientation that's being taken as far as World Championship and other programs in other races and events in our programming. And I hope this sheds a bit more light on the direction we're taking. And I hope you also understand, there's a bit more understanding as to what our selection policies are looking like and where we're heading as far as the high performance curve is going. So thank you very much for your time, and keep your eyes peeled for any other podcast in the near future. Thank you.